Ladies and gents, boys and girls, welcome back to Bare Bones Motorcycles. I'm Rich, and today we're going to be looking at how I'm going to fit these onto the side of the bike. Okay, so this is the kind of plan I'm going for. I've done a bit of a sketch just to give myself a guide. Basically, I want to make two sets of frames which bolt onto here and on the other side and have a nice little, pretty much like it's a pannier rack really, coming down off the side and then bracing it onto here. To make this, I'm going to use 8mm round bar, which I have a length of it here. It's nothing special really, it's just normal steel. I have quickly made one already, or just the actual square, just the actual square rack for it. And the idea is that is going to sit about there, and then this is going to, if we're looking at the other side of the bike, that would go somewhere like that. Now I need to put some cross members on this and put some bracketry on here to bolt it to it. The idea is I want to be able to use these for soft panniers as well, maybe if I make some canvas ones. My other half has just got a new sewing machine, so I might try and sweet talk her into stitching some canvas together for me. But yeah, that's the plan. I'll show you how I made this in a sec, when I make the second one, and then we'll look at how I'm going to fit these onto here. Okay, to make my bends, I've got a hydraulic pipe bender here. It's not strictly meant for bending solid steel bar, but it does it alright. It's easier than going off and buying an actual bending rig. So for this, I'm just going to hold this in the vise like that. Get our piece of steel bar in there like that, and then we're just going to go around until the indexing line on here matches up with 90 degrees, and then that will be our first bend. Right, go. Oh. Hang on, just have to reposition because apparently I'm going to hit the shelves I've got. I'm going to pop that back in there and bend it the other way for the first one. Alright, so round we go. And there you have our first little bend. Got a little bit past 90, so I'll just tweak that out with the mallet, and then we'll put the other three in. Okay, so now I've got my second square. My first bend I put in the wrong, well, the second bend really I put in the wrong place, but I had enough material left over that I could save it. I am going to cut these across here and then prepare the ends for welding. We'll quickly zap them together and clean them up and then move on to how we're going to put them onto the bike. There we go. So to get it weld ready, I've put a nice deep groove in there, almost a 45 on each side, probably more like a 35 on each side. Those two tips are just going to touch like that, and then I'll fill that with weld and we'll smooth it all off. And fingers crossed you won't even be able to see it. Okay, so my general ideas on this at the moment is I've bolted a little bent bit of bar onto here. This is just held on with two M6 bolts through there. The rack, which I want to hang about there, is going to have a little bar welded on somewhere around there, like that, and another one there ish, like that. So maybe a bit further back than that, maybe about there. So we'll get some cut off. This bit down here I want to have longer, so it actually goes top to bottom on this, like that. And then I think we're going to be somewhere close. Right, let's get some of these bent up. We can start playing around with some different lengths. Okay, I've got some longer ones bent now. So I zoom you out a little. This I am just going to clamp onto here. It needs to be a little bit tighter than that. Something like that. And then this one onto there, like that. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, I'll weld these on. I'm going to weld this one on, cut this down and then tack this onto here, and then we can position this one, because I still need to be able to get that bolt out. Position this one there. Yeah, I like the look of that. Okay, so we've got the first one all welded up. It's not the neatest of jobs in the world, but it's amazing what a bit of fettling will do to tidy that up. Let's bolt this back on. Okay, that's pretty sturdy as it is. I'm not sure I'll bother putting a brace from there to there. Yeah, I quite like that. And then this, once this has got some cross members on here, this will have some, this will have some matching holes in here with some bolts going through it, so we can bolt that straight to that, like this. There's loads of room up here for your legs to go. Yeah, I quite like the look of that. The bits on here are also going to have some spaces on to bring the box out a little bit, because otherwise, because where the lid comes down over the outside, just here, so the lid comes down over the outside, that obviously needs to be in clearance. So we're only talking maybe 5mm or so, just to make sure we don't hit that. But yeah, that is not a bad start. I think I shall crack on and do the other side. As you can see up here as well, I've now bolted in the seat lock. These bolts are for the CI unit, so that is going to go on there like that. I just need to trim the bolts down, and then that can be bolted in. The cable for this is currently just tucked down here, but that's going to come out through here, under there like that. So you can pull this and you can undo the seat. So we are getting there. Okay, that's going to be about it from me for today. Off camera I'll get the other one of these made up and bolted onto the other side. I'll probably even paint them as well, and then next time we'll look at making the fastening system to get the boxes on, because once the boxes are on, then everything's going to be in place and we can start making the seat pan. The fiberglass kit is all turned up now, so we're looking really good to just push forwards with that, as long as I've got the spare time to do it. Thanks again for all your support. It's really nice to see that the channel's growing, even though the videos have slowed down a little bit, which I do apologise for. The support from you guys hasn't stopped at all, which is brilliant. I hope you've enjoyed what you're watching so far, and I shall catch you next time. Cheers.